IT is probably the prototype of, or at least people's perception is they're the prototype of a relationship-averse person. So I had some very, very specific ideas of what this training needed to be like. And I couldn't find it, talked to lots and lots of people, and was just about ready to give up when somebody introduced me to David. I actually had to have, I think, 2 follow-up meetings with him with my partners because they didn't believe how closely aligned his training material was with our core culture of the business. It was a really, really good fit.
We actually looked at about 5 or 6 different sales training firms or relationship training firms, and we thought Dave's program was by far the most realistic for our technicians, our consultants.
David did just such an excellent job of engaging with the team, not only at the session. The thing that David brought, I think, was really the follow-up. But if I look back at what we have done and where we're going, the differentiators in my mind, number one, process. More importantly, I think just the follow-up. I mean, he was extremely diligent, as were our partner coaches.
And it's really, really prescriptive, like he said, for these delivery folks, at least in our group. They're looking for, how do I do this, a plan. So for an organization like mine, IT organization where the folks are really black and white, big, big help.
What I do see is these individuals who have gone through this program are much more engaged and much more active. I think it makes them better delivery people.
This is a big measurable result. His new booked revenue last year was probably up about 10 or 12%. And this is not a business development person. This is one of the delivery persons. I think he went from being about probably number 10 or 15 in our organization in terms of revenue generated to probably 4 or 5. And he's going to be promoted to partner probably within the next month. And I think a large part of that is this is a person who is very much process-oriented and details-oriented, and this was the thing, in my opinion, that kicked him over the line, that made him feel like, yeah, I can do this.
Our consultants are just better prepared than they were previously, either for new accounts and helping us get ready to go in and introduce ourselves to a new client or prospect.
I immediately after leaving the training kind of worked this into my daily routine on a client-by-client basis. Generally, I doubled the revenue on each individual client experience, and in some cases tripled and quadrupled. In a tough economy, we're still up 15 to 20% this year, which is a great thing, I think, by most people's standards. And I'd like to think a large part is by utilizing this methodology.